So August 15th is the day it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Quote, HealthSouth told Jeff they were pulling out of the venture. They've decided the project is too risky. They're also upset that word leaked on the internet that HealthSouth was our secret partner and banker. The sudden pullout might mean the end and could cause both Jeff and I to file for bankruptcy. Not only are they stopping future funding, but they also are refusing to pay for last Wednesday's show. That leaves us about $130,000 in unpaid bills and no money to run next week's show. Man, this is the second conversation in a month that changes everything. Of course, the first one was with Jay, and you think you've got a rock solid partner in HealthSouth, and then the phone call. What can you tell us about this?
In the words of my business partner, lot to unpack here, Connie.
It's true.
If you sort of, again, I'm being as diplomatically as I possibly can, but a lot of fiction in that paragraph right there, pal. On the one hand, I think it may be even in his book about his successful construction company and this and that. And you stated that he was a very successful promoter for a lot of years, and his investment was a little over $300,000. Do you think that was going to bankrupt him?
No, but I do think that when he says Jeff and I, he meant your whatever your new joint venture is, J Sports or whatever it was. Now, perhaps I took that to mean that was filing bankruptcy, not him personally. I'm sure. And again, I'm not going to give his address here on the program, but I'm sure Mr. JArrett probably has some common money buried in the backyard. He's old school. He's going to be all right.
So, but anyway, I'm half gigging you on that as well, but it's his book and hats off to him, but bankrupt. But the big deal here is, and don't have for the life of me why the accurate real reality of the reporting was. But
well, let's address that. I think I know where you're going. Bill Owens, who served in several top positions at the HealthSouth organization, said then Chief Financial Officer Weston Smith told him he was quitting on August 5th, 2002. The concept is he does not want to sign financial statements that he knows are inaccurate. What is eventually going to unravel through August and, well, everything else that followed is that HealthSouth, for lack of a better word, had been cooking the books, and they were showing major profits that weren't actually there. That pumps up the stock price. Everybody makes 10x what they probably should be. And the chips start to fall here. And unfortunately, one of those is going to involve our new wrestling venture, right?
Correct, sir. And that was that call. I will never, and this is, you'll hear a little fun fact, Easter fact, Connie.
Mm-hmm.
The exact chair that I'm sitting in today was the chair that I was sitting in 2002.
That literal chair.
This chair. I bought it for the office up on Johnny Cash Parkway.
And you bought it from what? Office Depot, Office Max, something like that.
But anyway.
The color of the chair is ox blood. I only know that because I've bought so many over the years.
Really, Conrad?
For different branch locations, the official term of that color is ox blood. So I've bought, I don't know, 3,000 chairs in my life for the different branches and whatnot.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
So the ox blood chair that I'm sitting in, which is crazy because it came home from the office. It went down to 209 10th Avenue South at the TNA Entertainment office for years. And then when I resigned there, it came back. It was put in storage right around the corner. Then it was taken to my downstairs. Anyway, and when I got this office going, I'm like, I want this old chair. And then this chair went back into storage and I got the big recliner. But then I met this guy named Conrad Thompson. And so now I have to have two desks in my office, one for we'll say business, and then I got podcasting and lots of other fun stuff that we'll talk about later. But anyway, so back to this chair, which is kind of bizarre that I'm sitting in this chair. And I know you listeners don't give two shits about this chair, but I told the story anyway. So anyway, Conrad, I was sitting in the chair, and the reason I remember the conversation so well was my accountant said, "Hey, I'm going to meet you at the office." And for whatever reason, I believe we talked on Fridays, customary to go over the draw sheet, and they wanted to talk on Thursday. I may be way off. It may be a Tuesday, but whatever it was, the call was quick, concise, and Conrad, I'm sure that you've gotten bad news through the years on all kinds of stuff. It's life. Life is full of hardships. You can either turn them into problems or you can turn them into opportunities. And what of opportunity that was put in front of me that day. But no, Tad, and you could probably Google that real quick. But anyway, Tad was another CFO. That's funny that you said Bill Owens and Weston. And oh man, I'm getting sort of chills and goosebumps. But it was, like I said, pretty quick call, very concise. And they dropped the bomb and said, we have a situation that we'd like to inform you about that. And they said, you will learn more about it in the coming days. I didn't really know what they meant about it, but my attorney got it immediately. Like, this ain't good. But they said, not only can we, not only, we're stopping the funding. And I'm like, excuse me? Wait, can you say that again, Tad? We're stopping the funding. The line of credit is cut off. And not only that, we can't pay you for last week's show. And I just was like, that was a right hook followed up by, it was that was I'm glad I don't have too many days like that in life. That was a tough call. I just can remember going, it knocked me back. It wasn't long after that I said, all right, we got to go look for other funding. But for this day, it was tough. And I had to, make the call and, home, my father, other folks in the office, Bob Ryder, Jeremy Borash, Ron Harris.
Do people start like packing their boxes and think, well, that's fucking it?
We laughed and cut up about it later, but
not right then.
No, hell no. But that's what I'm saying is a lot of the guys, and I can't say this, but they were going to see it. They weren't jumping ship right then. Ed Farrar immediately jumped ship, but nobody else was like, and I don't know if they're like, you can say Jeremy or Bob or, where were they going to go immediately? But I'm sure they all, before they got in this gig, were looking for other options, and that probably never stopped. But nobody immediately jumped ship. Ed Farrar did, and I understood.